Anyone who has been following along for a while will know that I really struggle with summer. The heat really gets to me, and so does the intense sun. This part of Australia is still really hot even though we're down south. But something I just absolutely love is the beautiful skies that we have all summer. Beautiful fluffy clouds. We get this atmosphere in the morning that's a little bit misty. It is really beautiful. Good morning. Today is New Year's Day. Happy New Year's, everybody. Even though this is coming out a little bit later. I am hoping for a good year. Please let this be good. I will have done a Q&A sort of catch-up, talking head, sit-down video last Saturday with all the updates. So if you want to know what's going on, go and watch that. But I am just hoping for a good year. Please let this be a good year. Anyways, today what I want to get done is I've got some fruit trees that I put out the back of the house a few years ago. The wallabies just kind of decimated them, so we stopped watering them, but they're actually still alive. So I'm going to go and pull them out of the ground, well, dig them out, and move them out into the flower and veggie field. And I mean, they're going to die out the back of the house anyway. May as well try and save them and pop them out there where they'll get watered and cared for every, twice a day. So we're going to go do that and just catch up on a whole heap of little tasks around the farm. So let's get into it. Unfortunately, this one's died. And I'll show you, even though it's got leaves, it's actually the rootstock that's taken over, so there's no point moving it. So you can see the tree. This is the tree here. And it looks like it's got leaves, but when you follow those down to the base, it's coming from below the graft, which is here. And that's the rootstock. So I will dig it out, but I'm digging it out to compost it. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to get it out. These two trees are really struggling. They're apples. The wallabies ate a whole heap of them, but they're actually still alive. So I'm going to try and save them. This one's doing a little bit better than the other one. They are way too packed into the ground, so I'm going to go get some water. I'll try and soften everything up. That ground hydrated really fast, so I've popped them out. Now we'll take them over to the veggie flower field, get them in the ground. I have to nip back to the house. James was still in bed, so I need to go check on him. I'll go back, mulch that second tree, and we keep our fingers crossed because it's the middle of summer. It's absolutely the wrong time to do this. You would normally want to wait until winter till the trees go dormant, but I'm going to lose these trees anyway that second tree, the rootstock had started, which means the main tree is becoming weak and the rootstock's going to take over. So I've pulled all the rootstock shoots off, and that's something with some fruit trees you just need to keep on top of anyway. Just make sure that rootstock doesn't take over. So I've done that, and I'll mulch them in really well, and we hope for a miracle with these. Okay, he's fine. Go back, finish that, and I've just had a thought. I've got a couple of trees that need to go somewhere, like our neighbour gave them to us. There's some sort of pine. Those holes out there have pretty nice soil in them, and it absorbed the water very fast once I did water it. So I'm just not going to neglect it. In hindsight, that was a bad spot for fruit trees because we just don't go there enough. But I'm thinking I might pop those pines in those holes, because the pines are going to die if I don't get them in anyway. And perhaps they will grow there. I just need to water them probably twice a week over the summer. Picking up these birch branches has reminded me, I've got all these birch, like thin branches that I picked up from somebody in town to make a wreath out of, so let's go do that now. I really love making wreaths out of sort of just very simple things. So this one is branches, like little branches that have been trimmed off a birch tree. I love making the magnolia ones. I love different leaves like the bay leaves. But as you can see here, I am just twisting these branches around in little like thin piles, like just picking up little pieces of it. And I'm just weaving them around and kind of matting them up until it stays together in a form. Is a little bit fiddly, but when I saw that a guy in town was getting rid of these, I just thought, yes, I'll love those. I'll make a wreath out of that. And I live in a little town where people do just put up random things like this to see if anybody wants it before they dispose of it, which is really cool. These are some bigger branches off my birch tree, and they've got the lichen on it, and I just cut them from low down so that we didn't run into them when we were walking past or with the lawnmower, and I just thought that would look so cute. I'm putting lots of little ones over the top of those sticks, the bigger sticks, just to hold them in place now. Just kind of keeping things together at this point. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I have a little collection of bird nests, and they're not ones that were lived in, they were ones that were abandoned. But I am thinking it could look really cool down the track if I decorate it with those little bird nests. Let me know what you think. I have two smoke bush that I would like to put here and here, because in the future this is going to be a walkway to another part of the garden, and I feel like by the time we get to it they'll be kind of mature and it'll look nice. The only thing is the soil is awful, so I'm trying to just test how quickly the water soaks through and to try to prep this soil. It's been 30 minutes, so that's a very bad sign, and so is this. I don't know about this. I'll leave these holes here for a minute. Unfortunately, I had left my smoke bushes out and the wallabies had eaten them. Like, they eat everything. So I now need to build a cage around these little holes, which I can't manage on my own because of my back at the moment. So my beautiful husband is setting that up for me. It just means we're not going to see the finished product in this video, but hang around for next week and I'll show you what I do.